First off, congratulations to Penta for the win of the Rainbow Six Invitational, and good job by Evil Geniuses as well, providing us a very entertaining match to watch. It was an amazing display of high-level gameplay that we all can aspire to be a part of. This discussion today will be on Finka and why I think that Finka is going to be kind of detrimental to what currently Siege is going about. Lion, I don't think Lion is too OP, especially with his gadget, but with what Finka has right now, I definitely think that it's going to be quite a issue. But they mentioned that they wanted to have an attacker that could heal as well, someone akin to a Doc for the attacking side. However, I think that kind of went overboard. It appears that Finka has numerous clutch style situations that will be very handy in terms of securing a zone, in terms of how player engagement will be. So Finka can pick up downed allies and is most effective with a coordinated push. The two hard counters that they mentioned for Finka are Pulse and Smoke. Pulse is because, you know, you have an elevated heart rate. Technically, the elevated heart rate allows you to peer on the heartbeat sensor faster, but considering all of the buffs that you get from Finka, Pulse is greatly outweighed here. I mean, you can just get an idea, but the fact that you're going to lose almost any engagement based on that recoil of those high rate of fire weapons, it makes it seem like for the most part that it isn't very beneficial to use a Pulse as your hard counter to Finka. The one true hard counter to Finka is definitely Smoke. When you have that activated, if you can get a group of people lined up in the same area, especially when they're rushing near the end of a match, you can use your Smoke to do 30 ticks of damage per attack. So Smoke is already heavily used in the pro space. It seems that even more so now with Finka, you're going to need a dedicated Smoke on your team to prevent those pushes and hold those smoke grenades back, because once they activate that buff, they're going to take 30 ticks, so about 3 seconds you're going to down most people, which is actually pretty good. But the problem is they want to use Legion as well as Echo as soft counters to Finka, but I don't think that's going to work out in the matter in which they want to. Everyone knows that Legion is a really good counter to shield users because they have to take the goo needle out and expose themselves and stuff like that. However, I think with Finka we're going to see a lot different style of gameplay because it doesn't force the player to actually stop and expose themselves, so it just takes away the buff, but the player can still re-engage. I mean, you still have to take the needle out, you lose the buff, but when you have that extra health and you take that goo needle shot, it's not really going to do much damage on you anyway. So I mean, it's like I don't really know if it's gonna be a really good hard counter, and the fact that as an Echo you have to actively be using your drone and actively know when they have actually boosted themselves with Finka's gadget. So it's kind of even harder for an Echo because the Echo is going to have to be activated, not shooting, not defending, leaving themselves exposed to remove the buff, get back out the buff from the yokai, and then go back in there and re-engage. And I feel like that's not really the best thing in terms of like a more usable counter in terms of her gameplay style. The one thing that I will note that it does seem a little OP right now, we'll have to see. I think that based off one of the recoil patterns that I recorded that I showed from the reveal they showed of Finka, I think that recoil pattern is absolutely ridiculous. The recoil pattern and the ability to use stuff and move faster is just like the jack of all trades, and also being able to pick up downed allies. It's absolutely bonkers. I can definitely guarantee that on the technical test server that Finka will be one of the operators that is first nerfed and readjusted. I feel like she's a little too powerful. I would prefer to see that, well, I would rather her be too powerful before release so they can adjust it on the technical test server, but at least right now I think she's hella OP. Let me know what you guys think down below. It'll be interesting seeing some new team dynamics, because just based on that buff alone and her new rifle, it looks like Finka will be a must-have on most attacking teams. Let me know what you guys think down below. It's been QBeezy. Catch you later. Peace.